Hello, my name is Don and welcome to the channel. In today's video, we're going to find out just how good a KIDD lightweight 10.5-inch pistol barrel shoots, so stay tuned. Alright guys, so like I was saying, we're going to be testing out a 10.5-inch KIDD barrel for accuracy. Now guys, this is the tactical build, the full KIDD tactical build, and we took the 16-inch barrel off of here and we put the 10.5-inch pistol barrel on here. We're running a Jessie's Girl can. We have the Samson Manufacturing SAS stock on here. We're running this EPL 6-24 by 50 scope from Arken. I love this thing. It's so surprisingly clear, and for the money, I don't think you can beat this. It's got the Japanese glass. It's got the turrets that you like. They're just a little bit smaller. Everything's nice and smooth on it. It's just a fantastic scope. Everything else on here is KIDD Innovations. Now we did finally got the paperwork back. We SBR'd this. I was just going to do a pistol build, but we'll get into that a little bit later. But yeah, what we're going to do today is we're going to try out 3 different brands of SK ammunition through this barrel. Now guys, most KIDD barrels shoot SK ammunition very well. I've had my best luck with SK and Lapua in all of my KIDD barrels. I don't know if this one's going to be any different, being it's only 10.5 inches. It's only got 10.5 inches to stabilize the bullet, so I don't know how accurate this is going to be. I gotta imagine it's not going to be a hammer like that 16-inch ultra lightweight barrel I have. That thing shoots so fantastic, it's not even funny. But maybe they all shoot like that. I don't know. I only have the one sample and it's a hammer. Anyhow, we're going to start off with some SK long range, and we're just going to shoot 3 groups with each ammunition. We're going to get some chronograph numbers with each ammunition, and then we'll see, you know, just how accurate this little barrel is. So let's get started. We're going to be getting our chronograph numbers with the Garmin today. All right, here we go. Oh, dang it. So it shoots good, apparently. All my barrels, all my KIDD barrels love the SK long range and the Lapua long range, and apparently this barrel is no exception. So we ended up with an average of 1048, a standard deviation of 7.5, and an extreme spread of 28.5. So when I get done with these 3 ammunitions, we're going to bring out the 16-inch barrel and we're going to compare the velocity differences between the 10.5 and the 16-inch. So hopefully this shoots the rest of these ammunitions that good. So the next one's going to be the Standard Plus. All right, so let's start the SK Rifle Match. Let's see how this ammunition does. All right, so we had an average of 10.12, standard deviation of 9.5, and a extreme spread of 32.5. So by far the SK long range looks like it did the best. All right, guys, so I've got both of my tactical 1022s out here. This is a full KIDD build. This is kind of a Frankenstein, but it's got KIDD parts where it matters. We have the 16-inch ultra lightweight barrel. We've got a KIDD trigger, KIDD bolt, Brownell's receiver, rival arms, tactical chassis, Samson Manufacturing folding SAS stock, Athlon Harris 2 to 12 scope, and a Hollow Sun red dot on a 45. This is a super accurate little rifle. This thing will hang with a lot of my precision rifle setups. But what we're doing here is we're just going to get the velocity difference between a 16-inch barrel and a 10.5-inch barrel. So let's shoot 10 rounds and see what the difference is. All right, so we ended up with an average of 1046 with the 16-inch barrel. Yeah, she's getting a little gummy. I'm going to have to clean this thing pretty soon. I've got, I'd say 700-800 rounds on this suppressed. So yeah, she's getting a little gummy, and that is one of the biggest issues with running a suppressor, is you do get a lot of carbon and just unburnt powder back into the receiver. So it does take a little longer to clean it as well. So all right, let's see what we got here. All right, we ended up with an average of 1029 with the 10-inch barrel. All right, let me get these things put away, and then we'll wrap up this video. So when I first decided to put this rifle together, I was going to build a pistol. Wanted to put a brace on it, but I really couldn't find a brace that I liked all that much. There was always just something that was, goofy. Either they didn't have a good cheek rest on them, they were too short. There was just always something I didn't like about it. I love this Samson stock. I mean, this has made a world of difference on this build. It just turned this thing into just a phenomenal little rifle. So portable. And that's the other thing, this is a 2-stamp rifle, so we got a tack stamp for the suppressor, but the suppressor I can put on my handguns, I can move it on any other rifle, so that's really, that's really not any issue because I can use it on different firearms. I paid extra money for the tack stamp on the stock, and I've never had any NFA items. I've been a firearm enthusiast ever since I was a little kid, honestly. Ever since I've been able to legally own firearms, I have, and I've been really into them. But I never even thought about doing an NFA item. But since I started doing the channel, having the NFA items really opens up some possibilities on, different things we can make videos on. And I really didn't want to mess around with, with all this pistol brace stuff that's going on. They're legal, they're not legal, they're legal, they're not legal. I just didn't want to mess around with anything like that. And like I said, I love this stock. So guys, the wait times on NFA items, whether it be a suppressor or a short-barreled rifle, are way down. For some reason, the ATF decided that they would, make it easier to get these items. And I think that's the main reason why I decided to do it. Now I have 2 suppressors. I have this Jessie's Girl can, and then I have a Huxworks 30 caliber Flow. It's the Flow TI, and I love them. Shooting suppressed is a lot of fun, and it's a lot quieter for my neighbors. Now I'm in a rural area, but I do have neighbors, and they ended up opening a business up right next to me. And that's kind of really limited my ability to shoot at different times of the week, because I don't want to scare off his customers. I want to be a good steward for firearms, and I don't, I don't want to shine a negative light on to his customers or to him in his ability to do his business. So I limit my shooting till when he is closed. So, after 5 during the week, and then on the weekends I can shoot away. But that really limits me on when I can shoot. So having this can and the other can does help that out a lot. Now the other the Hux Works is not as quiet as I'd like it to be, but it, you know, it keeps my neighbors happy, and I guess that's the main issue. And the wait times are nice. Now, my son, he did a SBR and a suppressor at the same time. He got it in 4 days. 4 days. I think both of my cans, the first can, I think I waited about just short of 3 months. This one was about 42 days, and then the SBR paperwork came back in, I think it was like 32 days, so just over a month. I don't feel you should have to wait anytime. If you're able to pass a NICS test to be able to buy a firearm, you should be able to do this the same way. I don't understand, you know, the NFA. I don't get it. I think I just don't get any of that. I don't like to get into politics, so I'm not going to now. I just don't think it's fair that, you know, you have to buy something and then wait to put your hands on it. You should get an approval to, you know, if you can run a NICS check, you should be able to have these items too. But yeah, that's kind of why I decided to do it. The wait times are down, and it's just so damn cool. This thing is a hoot to shoot. You get it out here, and you know, nobody would. It's Hollywood quiet. Nobody even knows what I'm doing over here when I have that can on, which is kind of nice also. Now, guys, some of these products were provided to me by KIDD Innovations, but not all of them. I paid for a good portion of all of this stuff. Now, if you do want to buy any of this stuff from KIDD Innovations, you can go to their website, use code 22RSSKIDD, and you're good for 10% off. All right, guys, so at the end of the day, I think this KIDD barrel shoots just like all the other KIDD barrels. It shot fantastic, in my opinion. We shot in the .3s with the long range, the low .4s with the Standard Plus, and the high .4s with the Rifle Match. Now, this is just, you know, 3 different lots of random ammunition that I shot through it. I'm sure if we found the exact right lot, it could shoot better. Now, guys, if you have a like Charger pistol, this would be a great addition to that. You know, if you're not quite happy with how that Charger pistol, the factory barrel shoots, this would be a great addition to that. I had a guy say in the comments the other day that, well, not everybody can afford a KIDD rifle. Well, that's the nice thing about KIDD, is you can add to a stock 1022, or you can, you know, put something together that is all KIDD, but you can do it a little bit at a time and still enjoy it while you're putting it together. You know, adding to a rifle and making it better a little bit at a time is a lot, you know, a lot easier for some people than just buying the rifle outright. Now, KIDD does have pistols available to buy right from their website. You can order it in many different configurations, but at the end of the day, I think this would be a decent addition to any Charger or any type of a 1022 pistol. Now, there's also a lot of different braces available for pistols, and the problem is there's nowhere where you can try them out. You kind of got to order them and see if you like it, and if you don't, then you got to send it back. It's kind of a big pain in the butt. I wish Samson would come out with something similar to this with in a brace configuration, because I really believe that this is a fantastic product. And that's why I SBR'd it, because I like it so much. I didn't want to not use this stock in my, my short barrel rifle configuration. But there are some good braces out there. Problem that I was having is a lot of them are really short. So you really got to pay attention to the length of pull when you order something like that. All right, guys, well, that's pretty much all I got for you today. So if you like what you saw, please give it a big thumbs up. And if you like what I'm doing here, go down there and hit that subscribe button. I can't build this channel without you. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next one.